मैं गया था पढ़ने के लिए एंड डाउन द लाइन द प्लान चेंज आउट। वहाँ से मैं एमबीए करने के लिए गया था, बट ड्यू टू सर्टेन सर्कमस्टांसेस इट वाज लाइक कि लेट्स स्टार्ट समथिंग ऑफ माय ओन देयर, सो वी स्टार्टेड डूइंग सम looking for some business opportunities, and then that didn't work out. Then I moved back to India and then started studying again.
Tell us something about yourself.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम विपुल चौधरी है। मैं गांव खेड़ी का रहने वाला हूँ, मूल निवासी। और मैं यहाँ पे फार्म पे जैविक खेती कर रहा हूँ, और जो मोटा मोटा है इसमें हम एग्रो टूरिज्म पर काम कर रहे हैं। और वर्मी कंपोस्ट खाद जो कि जैविक खाद होती है केचुए वाली, वो उसका भी हम मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कर रहे हैं। और अब अगर आप पूछें कि मेरा स्कूलिंग का, तो मेरा स्कूलिंग दिल्ली से हुआ है, ग्रीनफील्ड स्कूल से, और ग्रेजुएशन सेंट स्टीफेंस कॉलेज। उसके बाद जेएनयू में कुछ हमने समय बताया। उसके बाद हमारा फिर यूएस जाने का प्लान हुआ। वहाँ पे हमने अपने हायर स्टडीज कंप्लीट करी। I have one elder brother and one sister. Sister is in Canada and my elder brother is in Sweden. They're married and they live with their family there. And I am the youngest one. I live in Greater Noida near my village, which is Khedi Bhanota. I live with my mother and my wife and a small daughter. She just started her school last year. My village is exactly Khedi Bhanota, which is in Greater Noida. So I belong to this village, but I have been born and brought up in Delhi only. And when I was in US for almost 7 years, post that I planned to move to India, and I started a tea cafe. And post that, I also started a sustainable farm that is in my own village, Khedi, where I am doing organic farming and practicing sustainable agriculture. We also do vermi composting here, which is केचुए वाली खाद जो हम बना रहे हैं, और किसानों के साथ संपर्क आके हम उन्हें सेल भी कर रहे हैं। जो हमारा मोटा मोटा टारगेट है कि वांट कि किसान और हमारे देश की जनता जितना हो सके ऑर्गेनिक एग्रीकल्चर की तरफ बढ़ोतरी करें और उसे एक्सेप्ट करें। तो एक छोटी सी मुहिम को लेके हम चल रहे हैं। हाँ, जैसे कि मैंने बताया, हम बेसिक जो हमारा गांव में यूनिट है वो वर्मी कंपोस्टिंग का है, केचुए वाली खाद। तो हम एक मुहिम के साथ जुड़े हैं यहाँ पे कि वेयर वी आर प्लानिंग टू इन्वॉल्व फार्मर्स एंड सप्लाई देम वर्मी कंपोस्ट एंड प्रमोट ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग, व्हिच इज द एसेंशियल पार्ट ऑफ द फ्यूचर दैट हैज टू बी अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट दीस डेज। तो वो हम अलग अलग किसानों को मिलकर वो सप्लाई कर रहे हैं। हम चाहते हैं कि हमारा ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जो एरिया है एग्रीकल्चर का ऑर्गेनिक में कन्वर्ट हो जाए। इट्स अ सॉर्ट ऑफ अ सोशल सर्विस ऑल्सो, आप इस तरह से कह सकते हैं, क्योंकि आप लोगों को अच्छा खाना दे रहे हैं तो आप उन्हें डॉक्टर से बचा रहे हैं। तो ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग जो प्रोड्यूस है वो इतना हेल्पफुल है। अब हम लास्ट के 1 ईयर से हम अपना प्रोड्यूस खुद खा रहे हैं। तो ये सेल्फ सस्टेनेबल फार्म, जितना हम उगा रहे हैं हम उतना खा रहे हैं। बाहर से बाय नेक्स्ट ईयर ऑल्सो वी वोंट बी बाइंग एनीथिंग, फ्रूट्स, वेजिटेबल, दाल, चावल, कुछ हमारा बाहर से नहीं आएगा। एवरीथिंग विल बी प्रोड्यूस्ड इनसाइड एंड विल बी कंज्यूमिंग। जैसे हमारा जो छोटा सा फार्म है, ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं है, 10 बीघे का। तो व्हाट वी आर प्लानिंग इज जो हमारे नियर एंड डियर हैं, फ्रेंड्स हैं, वो भी इस मुहिम से जुड़ जाएं और एटलीस्ट उनके पास भी हमारा ऑर्गेनिक फूड जा सके। मेरा स्कूलिंग दिल्ली से हुआ, ग्रीनफील्ड पब्लिक स्कूल। उसके बाद आई टुक माई साइंस, देन आई ग्रेजुएटेड फ्रॉम दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी सेंट स्टीफेंस कॉलेज। आई स्पेंड माई 3 years मोस्ट प्रेशियस मोमेंट ऑफ माई लाइफ देयर। उसके बाद आई मूव टू साउथ अफ्रीका फॉर अ ईयर। व्हेन आई केम बैक आई joined JNU and prepared for civil services. And in 2008, my sister got married, and that was the decision when we took that I'll move to USA for my higher studies. And in USA, I did my MBA from New York. I stayed in USA for almost 8 years, did a various consulting jobs to different companies. And in 2015, I decided to take a break and move back to India to start something of my own. I started a tea cafe back in India, and that for almost 7 years. And due to pandemic, we had to shut down our cafes, and that was the moment when I decided that there's something that I want to do with the environment, nature. So that's how I started organic farming and sustainable agriculture. When we talk about the family, my family has been always very supportive. My dad has been always like, आपको जो करना है करो, do with proper heart and energy. So मेरा साउथ अफ्रीका जाने का डिसीजन था, that was also supported blindly to go and do. We did really great things there. We started a couple of companies there. We worked there for almost 1 year, and we still have very good relations in South Africa. We still go there. And about USA, again, when I told them that I want to do my higher studies in USA, it was also like, do whatever you want, but do with the proper dedication. So they supported my decision very well, and I applied for USA, and I did my MBA from there, from New York. I will put this thing in a way like, whenever you take a decision for even studies, for even some job opportunities, you try to look for the best, and finally it's in the hand of the gods where you land up going there. So I applied to a couple of different universities. My main aim was that I will get scholarship. So I applied for different examinations, TOEFL and GMAT, and I secured a good scholarship there. So that my university, Hofstra University, was in quite a news that time due to Barack Obama giving presidential speech there. So I got a good amount of scholarship, and the location was very good, New York University, in the New York, Long Island area. So I finally put down zero in the decision there. And when you talk about the life and the experience there, it was really wonderful. And it's the same thing like when a kid learns riding a bike, the kid falls, stand up again. Again, try, fall, stand up again. So it's the same thing when you go to a new place. You feel tough, you fall again, you lose your old hopes, and you're like, oh no, I'm going back. But the friends, the society, and the culture that gels you up, and you take a challenge to take a new life again. So that's what happened with me also. Similar situation. I was bored, sad when I went there, but I had, as I told you, I had a family there. My sister was there, my brother-in-law was there. So it was quite easy for me to settle down there, and slowly I grew more stronger and started liking it. It's a very famous saying about USA also. When you abbreviate it, you stand alone. US teaches you the real meaning of life. So that's what I learned from there. When I got so many things, when I decided to move back to India with all that experience and knowledge, and I started working here with a couple of different things here. I applied to a couple of universities in US. One was Hofstra University, one was Bridgeport University, and one was Stanford School of Business. And one was, I don't remember the name of that university, but that was for social sciences. So while I was in QnA, I was studying sociology and linguistics. So one thing was that I wanted to do my PhD in sociology also. But when I applied, you go through a process, you learn different things. A similar thing happened with me. Quite a few friends were good consultants. They guided me that, I got admission in MBA from Hofstra University, and with a good amount of scholarship, around about 70% of scholarship. So that was my zeroing on the decision that, okay, fine, this is the university best for me, and I can do my graduation from here. As I mentioned that I moved to USA in 2009. So almost 1 year back, one has to start preparation how you're going to go about it. So one basic requirement is IELTS examination or TOEFL. So I choose IELTS because I have been giving IELTS from 2003 for applying to different universities. I mentioned to you that I went to South Africa also for studies. So that was the time when I already given IELTS. So that was one thing. So I gave IELTS. So it was not a difficult part for me, the IELTS examination. So I had few sample tests taken. From that I got to know that this is the score that I can reach easily. So it was a very easy process for me to crack the IELTS. Another part for the MBA was GMAT that we have to get. So GMAT was also more of a English test, and there's quite a bit of aptitude, that I was quite strong in that part. So I did few sample tests and it happened very smoothly for me. I got a good score and there was few essay questions that we have to write for the MBA. So as I had some work experience, I had a travel experience to different countries, and also I had a lot of extracurricular activities that I've been doing throughout my life. So that helped in the essay part, and due to which, with the combined work experience and everything, the score and everything, I managed to get a scholarship. It's a dream of everyone to land up in US, because we see in movies a lot of times that, oh, US, tall buildings, so clean, everything. And the first time when I landed up in US, it was similar experience, not even an inch ahead or back. It was exactly the same that I got the information from the movies I've read. It was the same experience that I got when I landed up in US. When we talk about the culture, it's a very different culture. Even the studies, even the work culture. I'll let you know about the studies. In India, the process that we study is a very different. Like, it's a set process. You have to follow that and do it. In the US, the study culture is very different. It's a very open book culture. They believe that you have all the talent inside. You just have to explore that. So that was something new that I learned there. You have everything. When test in the US was open book. We never used to have open book test in India. So it's like how you assimilate that part, how you create your answers from that. It's not about cheating, but I understood when I studied in US and I compared the studies in India. You have answers in front of you, but you have to formulate them in a very different way. So it's not about cheating. You won't say it a cheating, but you learn more strongly and you learn more effectively from that part. So that was something very different that I learned in the education culture difference between India and the United States. The best part about the culture, when we say, when I landed up in US, you find people from different countries there. Frankly telling you, when I was in India, I only knew people from Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh. And when I went to US, I saw, even when you talk about, I told you the different countries, but people from different parts of India were also there. I never knew how a Gujarati talks, feels, how a Hyderabadi, from people from South India talk and they interact. So the most important part of my education, learning, and the cross-cultural experience that happened in the US, I got to know that India is so varied, so much variety of different cultures is there. There's so much different thought process also in India. So that I learned from there. And people from different countries, when I say there were a lot of people from China, we only heard about China. We only heard about Europe. People from European countries were there. People from China were there. People from Taiwan, Middle East. Every people were there in the United States. So basically, it's like studying in one place. That we say melting pot. There's a term in sociology called melting pot. People from different cultures come, and you don't have to visit each and every country to experience that. So that was a cultural rich experience that I gained. I understood the psychology of people studying and living in China, people living in Europe. So that's why I say, when I studied an MBA, so I had a varied experience and a very rich cultural experience, how people think. So that really helped me doing my further plans and studies, further planning business also. Sitting and studying at one place in the United States, I got to learn about different cultures, how people think in different countries. That was really helpful for me. I moved to US in 2009 and I completed my MBA in 2011. And also for during this period of 2 years, I worked different internships related to marketing, IT, and during that period I gained quite a good experience of how people work in the United States. So that was really helpful for me when I landed up in a real job market in 2011. So I almost cracked what is needed in the market. So it was like, you can say, 2 years of internship down the line when I was studying in the United States, my MBA. So I got quite a rich experience. When I moved to the full market for my full market of job search market, I'll be able to understand all the nitty-gritties of that. So in 2011, I landed up in a consultancy job, which was in AutoZone. So I stayed there for almost 6 months in a state called Memphis, where the headquarters of AutoZone was. It's an automobile company. It was a small project for 4 to 5 months. I spent there, and after that, as you say, when you start working in a different culture, you learn a lot of things. I learned a lot of different things. I was ready for my next project. So as the time was progressing, I was learning different things about the US culture, different companies. So then I moved to a different company, and that was again a easy process for me. And when you work for 1 year in a different country for full time, so then you get to know the total cultural experience, cultural habitat, how people work in different countries, how different people from different culture work in a company. Then after that, it was a very easy experience for me to change jobs. As I mentioned to you, I was working as a consultant, so it was a traveling job. I moved to different states, different companies. I used to go there, handle their issues, problems. I worked as a process improvement consultant also for different companies there, listening to their problems, understanding and providing them a solution.